When men are coming on a date, they think nothing can spoil it because he's already there. He made a long trip, he came to Ukraine, he is sitting in front of a beautiful girl, and he thinks everything is perfect just with the fact that he's already there. But I've put together 7 date killers that can make it an absolute disaster. My name is Natalia Koval. I'm an international matchmaker with many happily married couples between Ukrainian women and foreign men. And I want to talk about the date killers. I took all this information from various dates that we've helped to make for our clients. Girls were giving their feedback, and I was collecting all of it to share with you and make your love story stronger and better. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I'm sharing these ideas, I'm sharing successful ways of making your love story really cool, unforgettable and great. And by staying with us and writing your comments to these videos and responding to our videos is making you definitely stronger. So you want to know about the date killers. Here they are, as perfectly put together by numerous failed dates. Date killer number 1. When you are meeting a lady, you are asking, wow, you're such a beautiful lady. Why are you still single? Meaning, what's wrong with you? Why? Is it something wrong that is happening in your life that you are still single, you don't have children? Well, this is exactly what you were saying to this girl. If you're asking a question, why you're such a beautiful girl and still single, you mean what's wrong with you? What are you doing wrong? And if you're going to be asking this question, you will start looking for wrong things in a person instead of choosing great things that there are about this person. And you will be failing the happy communication and happy impression you want to make. So instead, listen to the woman attentively. Listen to different answers that she's making. Listen to comments she's making to your answers. And you will know why she's still single. She can tell you right as it is, but asking the questions why you are still not married is showing your inability to think logically. Because if you think logically, at the end of the date, you will have a pretty good clue why she's still single. Date killer number 2. When you're asking questions that are too private, that are too confidential, and you're asking a person to reveal a lot of personal information to you right there on a first date without knowing who you are, without knowing whether you're going to see each other again, that is a killer because it's not comfortable to open up to a stranger, and especially if you aren't sure that you will continue this meeting. So try not to expect very detailed answers, and with the questions that you ask yourself, please answer to the woman, and then it will create a better bonding rather than killing it with picking up for more and more private information. It just makes it very tiresome. Date killer number 3. Promising too much. When you're promising too much, you like a girl. Yes, you feel like giving her the world, picking up the moon and serving right in front of her. But don't do that. Because when you were saying, I will take you to Bahamas, I will do this, I will buy this for you, I will do that for you, that is going to be a lie because you don't know if you're going to do that for her, and you are already creating a background for false expectations, for false promising, and for a girl to lie to you too. Because if you're saying, I'm going to take you to Bahamas, will you go with me? What do you expect to hear back? On a first date, of course I will go with you. The answer is exactly like the question. So just don't promise, because getting to know each other is much more important. And when you understand a person, then you will be able to promise things. On a first date, don't promise things that you're not going to do. Otherwise, you will look like a liar, and this isn't the impression that you want to make, or do you? Date killer number 4, sharing scam stories. All of them have it. All of them were writing to some websites. Some guys were really deceived with those scammers, but it doesn't mean that you have to share it right there on the first date. It's not pleasant to hear it. It shows that you don't trust Ukraine. It shows that you already have bad impression. And what do you expect a girl to do? She can't save you, but complaining, shaking the past, and talking about negative stuff isn't making your day stronger. So keep your scam stories to maybe some future time, when the time is right, or just keep it in your drawer and make conclusions and forget about those scam stories. Because the first date needs to be receiving positive information. You need to create a positive impression, a pleasant impression of yourself, and not a fool like you were when you had all those scam stories happening to you. The fifth date killer you're gonna like, yeah. Grabbing her, touching her, making sure you get pieces of her body right in front of you, right there in your hands. Well, girls hate it because it shows that the man isn't controlling himself. We know we are beautiful, we know that men like physical connection, but we also respect a man much better when he is respecting our bodies, our distance, our comfort zone on a first date. And trying to become physically closer isn't making you closer to a girl emotionally, because it's showing that you aren't patient, that these are hints of sex tourism. And this isn't what women want to see, because there are plenty of sex tourists, because there are plenty of guys that are just coming here to entertain. And if this is the impression you want to make on your first date, you have a choice, but I warned you. There is a description to this video with contact information and a questionnaire that you may fill to get acquainted with us. Please make sure you fill the questionnaire and go to our website, marriagebynatala.com, where you can get a lot of information about dating in Ukraine, about beautiful Ukrainian women, and how that love story can become possible for you. The sixth date killer is about your balance and control again. When you're sitting in a restaurant, you can notice everybody who is there. Yes, beautiful women are everywhere in Kiev. They're in restaurants, they are guests, they are visitors, they are waitresses. But if you are sitting with a girlfriend, she's expecting you to be focusing right there on her. And if your head spins everywhere, noticing every beautiful woman, the girls will be thinking that, well, you are a sex tourist, you're a womanizer, that you can't control yourself, that you can't really focus, and she will feel inconfident also. Maybe she's not beautiful enough for you, maybe you aren't interested, and she's losing connection with you. So I recommend that when you are coming to a restaurant, sit with your back to the audience, sit facing the lady, let the lady face the audience. These are people that she sees every day, so it's not going to be uncomfortable for her. But for you, you can focus right there on a girl and show her undivided attention there on the first date, and the date will go great. And date killer number 7. When you get the bill, you look at it and you're making, oh my God, it's so expensive. Restaurants in Kiev are so expensive. Prices here are so high. Well, depends where you're coming from, but usually guys are coming from the West, from the Western Europe, from America, from Canada. And compared to London, New York, Toronto, Kiev restaurants are 5 times cheaper. And if you will be making comments that it's expensive, the girl will think that you can actually not afford it, or maybe you aren't confident enough, or you mistreat your money. Well, I don't think any guy wants to make any kind of that impression. Don't even joke about it. But because even when guys are joking about the number in a bill, it creates a wrong impression with the girls, because this isn't fun. Money is money. Money is the right resource for making your life better. And if you are treating it as any higher importance matter, then, it's a disbalance. So learn to react calmly on a bill, pay it confidently, leave the tip. We usually leave 10% of the tip. If the service was terrible, we don't leave the tip. But if the service was okay, we can leave up to 15-20%, but that's plenty. Usually we'll leave 10. And then the date is nice, is elegant, and is fun. And there is no killer. Make sure you stay subscribed with my channel, because having the videos that are about love, relationship, happy love stories is making your love story better. Now, if you hit the bell button, you will get announcements about my new videos. And I wish you to have a really unforgettable, memorable, and special love story, because love is possible.